Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Nerdy Brew Podcast, Film Edition. I'm Julian.
Brandon.
Nathan.
And we got a lot. You're in the shot, don't worry. I got you. We're not just going to leave you out. Just because it's a Trump nation now, we're not going to leave you out, alright? You're included. You're included. Don't worry. We're all equal here.
I still want to feel the burn.
Well,
Most of us do. Anyway.
I bet the Democrats are. And I was a Democrat, so we're definitely feeling that burn. Anyway, movie news. We got a lot to go over. There's a lot of stuff that came out over the last, week that we've been not filming.
Power Rangers!
That was that way before.
That was a lot.
They just released a new trailer. It's like an extended version of the one they had
It
out.
seemed exactly the same.
Yeah.
I watched it the other day.
I didn't even know about that. That's a good
I didn't
call.
know it was the second thing.
It's just an extended trailer. It's the same trailer, just
Little
more
add-on.
add-on, yeah.
Gotcha. I think they did release what the Megazord's gonna look like. So that is news.
They did, and it kind of looks like something out of Ultraman.
Interesting.
It looks like it's very Japanese-esque.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Power Rangers is Japanese.
Nah, I get where they're coming from with it. They kind of made it look like a Transformer in the original, and this one they kind of lean towards its origins. So
I have high hopes for it, but everyone's saying, "Oh, it's so dark. It's so well, yeah."
it is
because it
it's
has
a
to
good
keep
thing.
up with what it is now, and because in Japan, of course, it's not what it is here. It's not kid friendly in Japan at all. So
Hardly anything is.
Yeah, you got all that tentacle porn.
Yeah,
that's not even like that's a
tentacle rape.
normal day in Japan almost.
Is it just me though, or is Kimberly the character in the new movie? Does she look very similar to the original? Was it Amy Jo Johnson?
To tell you, I haven't even looked at the cast yet.
Oh,
I watched the trailer, but I haven't really paid attention to the cast.
she's
so.
in the trailer. She's the one cutting her hair.
I don't
In the
think she looks
beginning
anything.
of the
She's more Latino.
No.
Yeah, this one looks a lot more Latino.
No. After this, we got to rewatch the trailer. I beg to differ on that one.
Beg all you want. Anyway.
So, I think the most amount of news that we had that came out was from Fantastic Beasts. Nathan brought to my attention that there was, I guess she sat down with Ellen? J.K. Rowling?
Well, the lead guy, what's his name? The main character in Fantastic Beasts.
We'll call him Suitcase Man.
Suitcase Man. I like it.
But yeah, they were on Ellen, and he first let it slip that there will be 5 more in just the Fantastic Beasts world itself.
I think 4 more. I think it's a 5-film
Well,
series.
yeah, 5-film series. She came after the film wrapped. They said, "Congratulations, the film. I feel the film will be successful, and you guys will be employed for 4 more movies." Because they didn't know. They all signed up thinking one movie.
It was gonna be a trilogy.
Yeah, they thought it would be like 2, like Fantastic Beasts Part 1, 2, but now she came out and said it's going to be a 5-part.
Well, knowing Warner Brothers, it will be a 5-part series, as they'll break the last movie in half, like they usually do.
Well, it'll probably be 5 parts, and then the last movie will probably be 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're gonna. I mean, it's only 5 parts for that. It's leading up to the rise of Voldemort, so they're probably going to do, him at school versus that leading up to him killing Lily and James.
Which I think we actually discussed this kind of last week too, about what our thoughts were on the movie and where it would take place. So, and a lot of it's kind of funny because we discussed a little bit about it, and then a lot of all this news came out.
Right.
Especially the thing, yeah, I know you were right. Especially the thing with Johnny Depp playing Grindelwald, and then Dumbledore actually being in the series. They just finished casting him. J.K. Rowling, I believe, said that they have a name, but they didn't release who it was yet. So.
Now, they also had rumors that some of the original cast was making a return, weren't they?
Well, some of
Like
the
Ginny
professors
Weasley
have been
and
there
whatnot?
since Dumbledore.
Yeah, I'm assuming I don't know if any. I don't
know
any
if
of
it's
the
going to be
kids.
this.
No, it's not going to be any of the kids.
Unless it's like a flashback of them telling the story of what's going on, but none of Harry or Hermione or.
Yeah, that was the rumor, was that some of the original cast, like not the main 3, but like Ginny Weasley, the Weasley
Well, because
clan.
some of the
them were gonna
Weasleys
be
could
in
play
there.
the parents younger. That's about it.
I don't think they'd go that route though, of having the same actor play a younger character, because you'd get so confused about I know they
What
played
timeline am I in right now?
exactly. So
Good.
yeah, but there's a lot of news. I mean, it's I have to watch the new. I have to watch the first movie to see how I feel about them doing a 5-part series. It just kind of seems like a money grab, and I don't know the story. I know they came out with a book, and I know it's like a lore book inside the movie itself and the books itself, but I mean, how much story could you really do with Fantastic Beasts?
We'll find out in a week.
I guess we will.
I mean, I think her plan was to, with Fantastic Beasts, is that it's finally showing that Hogwarts is not the only magical place. There's other schools. Like this one's focus is that the fact that there is a school in New York for magic.
Yeah, and well, she even did that with Pottermore, the website, where you can now go in. Not only can you choose what school, what class you'd fit in, Slytherin, Gryffindor, or whatever, but now you can also do it for the American side too, which is pretty cool too.
Well,
And of course, I got the fucking snake on each side. I got Slytherin and fucking.
You're slightly evil, bro.
They touched on that in
Just because you're a Slytherin doesn't mean you're evil.
Yeah, they touched on it in Harry Potter. There's the one in Ukraine and shit like that. The girl, Goblet of Fire.
There you go. Thank you. They touched on the Goblet of Fire.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
had
that
the other
tournament.
two schools.
Yeah, but they're all European. She's saying now, it's not just in the European, like it's
Well, I mean, at least
there's
that
one in
touched
Japan
on it
and
to
one in
where
China.
there are other schools.
Well, yeah,
It's
There's
not
there
just
more
Hogwarts.
that was just more. There was one that was just a pure sorority. There was one that was pure just fraternity.
Yeah.
This is actual schools like they're out there.
So I mean, that's a lot of big news. I'm sure we'll see a lot more. What is it? Actually, comes out this week.
18th.
Yeah, comes out this upcoming
Couple
week.
days. Yep.
So that'll be cool. Can't wait to see that. Maybe I'll try and get a review out. I have a couple of reviews that are like backlog that I've just been so busy, but I'll try and get them out soon. But that'll definitely get a review. See how. I mean, if I could even see 4 more movies following that. So we do have more news. Doctor Strange, which just came out last weekend, which is a review that I'm trying to get out, is just marked 365 million globally, which is pretty good, and 125 million domestically. So I saw the movie. Have you guys seen the movie yet or no?
I have not.
Chance. I'm going to.
Really got
I'm
it.
probably going to see both that and Fantastic Beasts the same day next week. So
Really, really good. Different. I think I mentioned this last week. Different take of a Marvel movie. Very like, I guess you can call it trippy. You know, very artsy and very like.
well, that's a Doctor
Mystic.
Strange universe.
Exactly. So it's really cool. I mean,
glad they stayed with it. Really.
yeah, I'm glad it's doing well, and hopefully we'll see more. I definitely will see more of him, possibly in Thor, because there's an end credit scene that you have to watch, but definitely in Avengers, and hopefully another solo movie for him as well. So
I'll take your word for it. I'll eventually watch it. It's just the trailers kind of turned me off. It looked very slow paced.
Doctor Strange is more of a thoughtful comic versus just straight action
Yeah,
punch.
that's kind of what.
to tell you the truth, it's a little slow paced, but at the same time, there's a lot of good story. And they don't show him like training for like years upon years. It's like they kind of mention it and they kind of just show him like evolving and like almost like a montage kind of like.
So we're
him
talking like a Batman Begins type of scenario.
a little bit, yeah, where he's like training and he kind of just. It actually, I'll tell you the truth, that whole scene did feel very much Batman Begins, where he's in with the.
The monk.
No, I'm literally I can't remember the name and it's very important and now I feel like an idiot. League of Assassins.
Yeah.
There you
Okay.
go. Oh, wow. So yeah, it does feel very much like that with the whole dojo thing. So yeah, but I recommend if you haven't seen it yet, go see it before it leaves theaters. I don't think it's gonna leave theaters for a while. I'm sure
It'll
it'll
still be
there for a
around
while.
Thanksgiving. Maybe, I don't know.
So and then your movie that you actually enjoyed this year, which I don't understand how, but Ghostbusters sequel. They kind of already shot it down, but now they're saying it's a possibility if the home sales do well. I honestly don't really care to see another one.
See, that's what confuses me though, is because they already came out and said that it flopped in box offices, even though it was a good movie. It was worth seeing. It flopped in box office, and they said that they were not going to do another sequel, even though there is an after credits scene, which blows a hole wide open into the possibility of them doing a sequel.
So, of course they have high hopes that something will happen when we can actually do a sequel.
The way they left it, if you watch the after credit scene, it has to have a sequel. They have to do this.
To be fair, that's the same thing we talked about last week with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. It definitely leads on to you have to have a sequel. There's so much story you can still do, and then of course they cancel it. So, I mean, I could see it happening. Do I want another Ghostbusters? Do we need it? I don't think so. but it's
No,
impossible.
we don't need it. I mean, without spoiling the after credit scene, it would kind of transition into redoing Ghostbusters 1 with the females. That's what it would transition into with the way the credits scene
Yeah, I don't
was.
want that
I
though.
don't want that at all.
Yeah.
No,
leave
but,
Ghostbusters
I mean,
the original series alone and make this like a
standalone, yeah,
or a different
no,
universe or a sequel or whatever you want to call it.
I agree, but I mean, if they did it that way, they really wouldn't have anything to go off of because it was a clean ending outside of the credit scene.
That's okay.
Yeah, but you could still use the same. Because I haven't watched it. I haven't watched that credit scene. You could still use the same concept of a villain for a new movie, but change it so that it's not exactly like the original.
Yes and no, because they name dropped the villain. They're heading right into Ghostbusters 1.
All right. Well,
There's no way to avoid it.
that's if it happens. Apparently, there's like I think an animated thing is happening, show or a movie.
It'll
or something.
never beat the real Ghostbusters. The one, not the one with the monkey.
Is that from like the early '90s
Yeah,
or
not-
'80s or something?
Late 80s, early 90s. The one that had Slimer in it, not the one with the monkey.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the 1990s one.
That one was the good one. Nothing will ever beat that cartoon version.
Well, here's to Ghostbusters sequel, Call of the Wild. or
I
whatever it's called.
don't know what's gonna happen. Don't know if it's gonna
Isn't
happen.
that a fucking show on Discovery Channel?
Probably.
I mean, if
Speaking
you
of-
haven't seen it and you're interested in seeing it, I believe it's in the $3 bin for Black Friday.
Good for that.
So
How are we gonna see how well it does in home sales
Yeah.
then?
Did you any of
They're
you
still
watch
racking up them
Planet
$3.
Earth 2?
No.
I heard it's really fucking good. Yeah, I don't know. It's like that nature documentary thing that they did a while back for.
is it done by Neil deGrasse?
No, I don't believe so. No, it's not. He's a
Neil deGrasse Tyson?
yeah.
Yeah,
deGrasse
he
Tyson.
does the
Neil deGrasse. Or is that like
DeGrasse
Degrassi the
Tyson.
TV show, but with like is
But
he a
with
character?
science?
Yeah. No, it's not. He's a physicist and he's a lot of stuff. But I believe he's a physicist and something else. So he does more like space and stuff like that.
Physicist,
And
philosopher, and engineer. But
So-
he's not really nature.
not nature, yeah. But yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
maybe he took a detour and started going into nature along
He
the
does
sides.
do a lot of sound over stuff, but not for nature.
He was actually,
He
it
did
surprised the hell out of
Cosmos.
me. He was in Ice Age, the new Ice Age. What's it called? Buck, the one with the eye patch and whatnot. He has an inner conscience that has like 3 different characters in his conscience, and one of them is.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I'm more upset that the fact that you actually watched that new Ice Age.
It was really good. It was really good.
I'm
I was
super-
hesitant.
Even for my kids, were like, I don't want to see another one.
No,
of that.
I was hesitant.
He's 5.
I was hesitant based on the last one they put out because the last one they did with the pirate monkeys was just garbage. It was god awful.
You gotta realize Brandon's into. I hate the last one, so I'll give the next one a try to see if they redeem
I don't
themselves.
understand that.
And then he usually winds up loving it.
Yeah, they
You
usually
did
do.
this,
They
you
usually
can't really
redeem
complain because
themselves.
you did the same for Cloverfield.
But it's
he
not like.
didn't-
But
but
it's
he
not like
didn't-
it's not like I'm 4 Cloverfield movies in and going. That last one was real shit. I can't wait for the next one. The first one was really good, and then the next
We'll
one
see.
was just.
If they make
it was
Cloverfield
good, but
3
it
and you
wasn't-
still go to it.
It's God Particle. We already talked about it last week. Go watch
See,
it.
I beg to differ. I didn't like the first one, but I liked the second one.
Oh, like it didn't- anyway.
The second one would have been good as a standalone. Like,
Well, technically, it's some
It
separate
kinda
story.
is,
It just
but
has Cloverfield attached to it. So
take the
everyone-
Cloverfield name off of it. You don't need it.
10 Lane. Everyone
10
watch.
Lane.
Go watch 10 Lane.
10 Lane Drive.
That sounds like a porno.
It probably is. Stranger Things 2 started production, and 11 is confirmed. I know you watched it. I
did.
watched it. Did you watch? Oh, gotta watch, dude. Fucking good.
Yeah, Stranger Things is definitely up there on my Netflix list.
There's so many shows on there that I have to catch up on.
Exactly, that's why.
Daredevil is one of them that I keep trying to sit through, but it's just tough. Although I watched Jessica Jones and I watched Luke Cage, and they're really fucking good. I just haven't been able to sit down and watch Daredevil.
You got to just to get through Punisher season.
I know, and that's why I want to get to it.
Fucking good.
And speaking of though, they apparently Elektra from Daredevil is going to be in the Defenders TV show that they're doing, where it brings all together, almost all the series together into one cast. So we'll see how that goes. It's like the JV class of Avengers. So hopefully, but it's all around New York, so it's pretty cool. I'm
So will
hopeful
they
for
bring
it.
in Spider-Man then?
Huh?
That's the question, because Spider-Man and Daredevil team up for quite a lot in that universe. Will they...
I don't think that they would bring Tom Holland in, especially since they just announced that he's got a 6-contract deal for playing Spider-Man. I don't think they'd waste it on TV series. I think they would. I mean, I think he's already that. And part of that 6 one, I think it's obviously Homecoming that's coming out next year and Civil War. So he's really got 4 movies left. And if I know how Marvel and Sony work, they're going to try and make Spider-Man a trilogy at least. So that probably can knock off 2 more. And I'm assuming Avengers he's going to be in. So that would probably be the 6th one. So we'll see how it turns out. For all we know, he could be in a couple movies after that. He could sign a new contract, but for right now, he's got 6-movie contract underneath his belt. So,
well, at least we know that someone's going to just stay on for.
So you guys watch all the superhero shows. I'm a horror nut, so I watch all the obscure sci-fi horror shows.
But they're good. Like Jessica Jones is good.
Luke Cage was fucking
I
fantastic.
always saw Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. I ever seen.
You as a black man have to watch Luke Cage.
No shit.
See, I would rather.
Why did I agree to that? Fuck. You're an asshole.
I would rather spend my time watching Supernatural, Walking Dead, things like that. They actually have one show out now. It caught my interest, and I just have not had the time to sit down and watch it yet.
Z Nation.
It's on IFC. Stand Against Evil.
No idea.
Never heard of it.
It's almost like it kind of reminds me of like original old school Evil Dead.
Okay.
Like it's got the.
Speaking of, they still have the new season came out.
Yeah, and I'm like 4 episodes behind. I haven't been able to watch that either. I watched the season premiere of season 2, and it's every bit as goofy. It's definitely more gory. It's still funny. It's interesting.
Just sad that we both have big jobs and brands not at the moment, but yet he still can't catch up on things.
I can't.
There's too much. I mean, everyone just take a break for a minute.
Well, you know what it is? It's me and Krista have a set schedule, and it's like every Monday, whenever she gets home from work, whenever I get home from work, we will watch Supergirl. Every Tuesday's Flash. Every Wednesday is Arrow. Every Thursday is Arrow, and American Horror Story is Wednesdays, unfortunately. And every Thursdays is Legends of Tomorrow. And I mean, they're all pretty good. Arrow has been very hit or miss in the last couple seasons. It's starting to pick it up in this season. Flash has been constantly good. Supergirl's we watched the first season, and this season's definitely picking up, especially with the introduction of Tyler Chin, whatever his name is. He was playing Superman in that series. He stepped away to go back to Metropolis. We won't see him for a while again, but I mean, all of them are really good, and I'm a really big fan of like superhero stuff. So I think that's why I kind of lean towards that. Like you watch Supernatural on the CW. I've never really gotten into it.
It's
Walking Dead. I missed completely last season and watched the first episode of the season just to see who they killed. It's just for me, it's like gotten good, and then just kind of like I just stopped watching it.
Unless you have like 3 weeks to kill, I wouldn't even bother with Supernatural because you're like
11
seasons. 11 seasons. This is the 12th season now, but I mean it would be good for someone like you that
dipped out in season 3.
But still likes the concept of it because this season they started out, I think the first 2 episodes had to do with the main storyline, and then every episode since that, I think they're 5 deep or 6 deep now, every episode after that has been a standalone
hunting.
Okay,
that's the only thing I like because like I started I mean that's what I kind of dipped out is when they stopped with the hunting. It was more of catching evil angels and demons and doing God's work, and it was like
yeah, I mean
going to hell, not going to hell.
It is.
I think that's where I started though. The first time Dean went to hell.
See, they do that every season though. They have an overlying plot, and then they'll break away from it for a couple of episodes and do individualized, nothing to do with the main storyline episodes, where they would just go out and they would hunt something specific for that episode, and then like an episode or 2 later, they'll get back into the main storyline again. They've steered clear of the main storyline quite a bit this season. I think they've had 2 episodes maybe that have had to do with the main storyline. Outside of that, it's all been standalones.
I think that's because they signed on for another 2 seasons, and I think, in order to ensure, because I mean, yeah, you can sign on for another 2 seasons, doesn't mean it's actually going to happen, even though you're signed on. Those seasons can go straight to a DVD.
I don't think they will.
I think for that, I think the reason why they're staying away is like to get that refresh of, hey, we still know where we came from as a TV show.
I'm okay with that.
Because everything is getting remaked. I mean, there's the new MacGyver, which is actually really good.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's actually really good.
I saw
the trailer for that, and I didn't even know it was in season 2.
Are they really?
Is it season?
No, it's not on season 2, but it's on episode like 7 already.
Oh, okay, maybe that's what.
But
it
it's really good, and they actually just brought in I can't remember his name.
Isn't it his son or something like that?
his like arch nemesis.
His arch nemesis
Yeah.
from no, it's not his son. MacGyver. MacGyver's like, even in the first one, he's only like 25, 27.
Yeah, because I saw the trailer the other day. I was like, when the fuck did MacGyver come back? And then I realized I know exactly what you're talking about. They brought and it's so like a prominent name too, and I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember. I just saw the fucking thing the other day, but no.
Is it MacGruber?
No, yeah.
Did they bring in MacGruber?
No, but the fucking villain, like the guy playing him, is psychopathic to the T, and it's perfect. They also did Lethal Weapon, which at first I was like, oh no, great, it's gonna be shit, but it's
That was
actually
good.
been
That's good.
super deep. And it, like, I actually give them kudos because they portrayed in the last episode PTSD, which I think we should all stop for a minute and actually, since Veterans Day was the other day, thank you to all of you that go out there every day. Thank you so much. If you need someone to talk to, we're all here. Our email is located down the bottom. We're always here to talk to anyone who needs anything.
Now I have to put an email on the bottom.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
god,
put Nathan's. It's partypanda13.
Partypanda13@gmail.com.
There you go. Message him. He loves talking to people. Me on the other hand, I'll talk to you.
Oh.
I'll massage you. Whatever you need.
Yeah, but
Want
thank
a
you.
nice back massage?
Foot rubs.
Thank you guys
Body
so much.
massage.
But yeah, they actually portrayed that very well too. You know, it
I
wasn't
did see
just
that
the
episode.
cut and paste though. No, yeah, he went through shit. You know, here's a pill. It's that these pills sometimes aren't just regulated. They're testing on veterans because they need the help. So use them as guinea pigs, which is a sad truth that happens.
That was a great episode.
But yeah,
It was a really good episode.
but those shows are doing pretty well. And of course, I've been watching.
Not Rush Hour though.
Rush Hour. No,
Rush
I think they
Hour
got
went
canceled.
one
Didn't it?
season and got
so.
canceled. That was terrible.
Just leave the Jackie Chan.
Yeah,
and
it was
what's
terrible.
his name?
Lethal Weapon was really good. I watched all the way up until the one you were talking about. I think that was 2 weeks ago. I missed last week, so I really want to see that one. That one has to do with Murtaugh's daughter has a boyfriend, and he posted her picture online. Really want to see that one.
The one after
It's
the
like Bad Boys where he answers the door with a
similar.
gun in
No,
hand.
it's the mother.
The
going
mo-
after
the
him
mother
instead.
goes-
Yeah.
The mother's gonna be crazy.
That one I'm excited to see. I'm
Would you
excited to
say
see where
she's
that
cray
season's-
cray?
She cray cray. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
They're all a little cray cray themselves. But it's a really good show for anyone that's the Weapon fan out there that was.
If you liked any of the 4
edge.
movies, definitely give the show a shot. I mean, you can't really go wrong bringing in. It's Damon Wayne.
Damon Wayne,
Yeah, you cannot go wrong bringing him in.
My Wife and Kids.
That was a great show. What was that?
It really was.
Very, very good life lessons that should be taught again because these kids today are fucking insane.
Millennials.
Anyway, I want to step back because I know we were talking about Tom Holland and contract for Spider-Man. Apparently Michael Keaton got confirmed because it was like a flip-flop of him wanting to and then not, and then his agent or whatever, and then blah, blah, blah.
He's coming in
He's
as
coming
Batman.
as... Huh?
He's coming in as Batman.
No, because that would be a
Oh.
crossover. But he's actually going to be the Vulture in the new Spider-Man movie. Which, I know, I've seen your faces. I know. But it's a completely different character that they haven't used yet, and that's why I'm happy about it.
It is, but I have not seen so much as a picture of Michael Keaton in many, many years.
He just did that movie where he was a bird or whatever.
Exactly, that was really bad.
I forgot what it was called. I think
Birdman!
It was Birdman.
Oh, if you couldn't remember what it was called, and I didn't know anything about it, then it couldn't have been that important.
No, it was up for like a couple of awards. It's
Yeah.
like,
It was
like
very
one of those, like
indie, trippy.
Yeah,
You know,
it had like
was
Emma
was
Stone
it
in it.
Was it
Emma
the senile old?
He was like an old
I
actor.
like
He was
that
an old-
Catherine Heigl.
He was an old actor that played
No.
a
voted for
superhero
him.
called Birdman, and he was basically going insane, and he couldn't really differentiate the fact if he was a superhero or he wasn't a superhero, and like both personas would cross over into each other's lives.
That sounds as bad as that movie Tusk.
No, fuck you. Tusk is great. Don't you dare open your mouth about Tusk.
Jesus, that's
Praise Lord Kevin Smith.
oh god.
I have not seen Yoga Hosers yet, and I really want to, which is like
Oh.
the same universe sequel. But yeah, he's going to be playing Vulture, and I'm happy about it because it's a different character that we haven't seen on screen yet. And
what's
that
what's
was
the other one? Lobster, is it?
I don't
The
know.
one where they it's a well-known actor. I can't remember who it is off the top of my head, but he goes in for this he goes into this society, and they tell him that either he can choose to die or he can choose to live the rest of his life as any type of animal that he wants, and he chooses to be a lobster.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, the
I have to
trailer
go
made it look.
see this trailer.
The trailer made it look decent, but it sounds ridiculous.
Speaking of trailers, did you watch? Have any of you watched? I can't remember if it's Key or Peele, but it's one of them.
Oh,
Doesn't matter which
the
one
horror
it is, they're
movie with the
hysterical.
black guy.
Yeah, I mean,
dude, that
it
fucking
was,
looks amazing.
because like I saw it first online because I think it's Key posted it online. Well, Key and Peele posted it online, obviously, but then I saw it again before I watched. What the fuck was that movie? What the fuck's that stupid game? Ouija, which was actually Ouija Origins, which was actually really decent for.
You said the same thing, didn't you?
What?
Ouija?
I watched the original. I watched like the one that came out like 2 years ago, not this
Oh,
one.
so you
yet.
watched this one.
No, the Origins was actually really good. I mean, for some people that didn't get it, like it's a horror movie, but of course there's comedy in it, per se.
There's got to be somewhat.
It's not like
comedy
it's
in every
super
horror
comedian.
movie.
It's
But
not
it's like-
super. It's the fact that Okay, so what it is basically this black guy goes to meet this white girl's family,
It's like Deep South, right?
deep south, and they have
It's like a plantation they live on or some
they
shit.
have people that still work for them. It's not slavery, but they just have people that work for them that happen to be black, and they're very kind of old school black,
Like robotic.
Yes, ma'am. No, yes, sir. Like robotic, and like he's like, yo, I don't feel comfortable with all these white people around, and like the lady like laughs and then like twitches and like lunges after him, and like yeah, it's funny, but the way it was set up in the trailer it's also very fucking horrifying. Like
Yeah.
like these people like going to either kill him because he's not like them.
I think like there's one part in the trailer where they're at like a party and there's like another black guy, but he's not like one of the workers. He's like a guest there of like he's like a guest of a guest, and like he like I guess he's been to a couple of these parties before, and he like turns to the guy and he's like, "Get out of here now!" And it's like it is like really crazy, and it's a different story and like that we haven't seen yet from like a horror perspective. And it looks really fucking good.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for this movie to come out. They've been doing a lot of good movies. Like
I have not seen the trailer for that.
yeah, I
I'm
need to
gonna
watch
have to look
it.
it
I
up.
don't know the name because I can't remember it, but
I'll look it up. If you
just
look up
type in
Key
Key
or
and Peele
Peele,
movie and and it's not the cat
It was
one.
good because I remember that.
there was
basically
nothing
like-
wrong with Keanu. There's nothing wrong with that movie. That movie was hysterical.
Feel hilarious. They need more.
I hated that their show kind of like I guess fell to the
fizzled out.
wayside. Yeah,
They fizzled out. They're still running it, aren't they?
I don't know if it's done. I don't know if they like
I don't
branched
know.
off. into
Comedy
doing, like-
Central is kind of iffy on their show sometimes. They'll go like a good year. They'll be like, oh yeah, by the way, the new season of this is coming out. Like
Well, South Park's running strong. I heard that. I heard the
South Park dropped the F-bomb.
I heard well, they sometimes do. I heard the new episode with the election shit is hilarious. I have to go watch it.
South Park is going to go head to head with The Simpsons to find out which one can last the longest.
I mean, The Simpsons is like leagues ahead of them.
I think they're
already.
like 27 years in now.
Yeah, but they have more episodes than South Park.
Over 600.
Yeah, South Park's not close to 600.
No, South Park's what, like maybe 12 episodes a season?
Speaking of, if you're a
They've
Simpsons
been
fan,
they've been little. I think they've been like they used to be like I think 20 episodes in the first couple seasons, and then they've been dwindling down to like 12 episodes lately. So, but yeah,
Simpsons fans, starting Thanksgiving Day,
FX
On
that showing
FX.
all again.
they are showing all 600 episodes. They're
That's
doing a
ridiculous.
marathon.
how long does that really take?
Oh, Jesus. It's
Last
gotta
last
take
time
4
it was
days.
4 days straight.
That sounds
Insane.
about right.
You like literally because they were like it came up on mine. I had Bios at the time. It literally came up like if you want to record them all, they could
Oh
not
my
fit
God.
on your DVR.
Yeah, fuck that. They should just put it up on like Netflix and just fucking let people binge watch it.
Or, hint, wink, wink, Fox, start bringing them back out on DVD again.
Did they stop running out the DVDs?
They did.
Because I know you used to collect them.
I collected all of them. They went seasons 1 through 16, and then they skipped ahead and brought out 20, and then they brought it back and did 17, and said they were not going to put them out on disc anymore
Oh. That kinda
after
sucks.
17. And it does suck because they were putting out one a year, which was good. And now you got 18, 19, and then 21 through 26 that are now going to be floating in limbo because they decided it's not feasible for us to put it out on disc anymore. You still got people to buy discs. Put them out.
I'm sure there's a market. But it may not be a large market that does it. That's probably why.
So do what Amazon does. Put them out by, print by order. Amazon was doing that with Futurama. Seasons 7 and 8, American Dad, seasons 8, 9, and 10, they were printing by order.
Huh.
So if you wanted it, you ordered it, and they would print it. They would print the disc out for you, and ship it out to you. You could tell by the packaging when it came. It was like a very generic box art case. Yeah. Do that. Yeah, if people want it, just pump out a couple of discs and do it by order.
All right, so let's move forward a little bit. We got a little bit more stuff to go. So Deadpool 2 is going to be starting to film. They're kind of like in pre-production now. I think they said January of upcoming year 2017 in Vancouver. They're going to start filming.
They actually locked in a director finally.
I don't know about that, but they're going to start filming. And apparently, this kind of entails. And the other thing, the X-Men storyline is kind of fizzled out now. Logan's kind of going to be like the last one in this universe or storyline. Apparently, with this new Deadpool movie, they're looking for a writer to implement X-Force to kind of reboot the X-Men series. So,
you know what would be awesome? If Deadpool directed the Deadpool movie.
I mean, that's always
he breaks the fourth wall anyway. Why not?
You could
let him do his own thing. Ryan Reynolds he's brilliant, man.
He could direct it, but I think that would take so much editing to whittle it down from.
Oh no, it would.
NC-17.
It would.
It's tough when you're an actor, director, producer, and like creative, right? Like he's part of the writing team as well because whatever he says kind of goes.
So much work on his behalf to do it.
Yeah, he would probably like die and be like, I don't want to do this anymore.
I know he can do it though.
Oh yeah, he loves the character.
Just be like, because he's got to think most of the people that do directing and acting in the same movie, they're not in makeup, suits.
Yeah,
he'd have to stop that constantly.
He may not have a choice though if he could do the directing while in Deadpool.
Well,
that would be hilarious.
Or he could just help choose the director. There's someone that will actually work with him.
Well, it was funny because I know last week we mentioned about Tarantino retiring. There's like a petition out there to get Tarantino to do the director.
Oh my god!
But Tarantino's stylization of movies and the way he does it would not fit in with Deadpool. I'm sorry.
Nah, Tarantino's more of an old school Western,
really dark,
feudal Japan.
Yeah, like
I can't see him doing a superhero movie.
I could see him doing a superhero movie, but not a Deadpool movie. Yeah.
Not Deadpool. Like a Blade movie would be phenomenal.
Yeah, I think he could do Blade crazy.
Oh god, that'd be.
Maybe.
That'd be so good. Now I'm thinking of that. Oh god, that'd be amazing.
So maybe he'll come out of retirement. All right.
Wesley Snipes is out of jail. I mean,
for now.
He's a black guy.
Some anime stuff. We have Berserk, which is the new Berserk, not the old one. Season 2's coming out, so 2017 of April. We'll see that if you like that. Ghost in Shell trailer. I haven't watched it yet, but this is the whole whitewashing thing with Scarlett Johansson playing an Asian actress.
Yeah, I read a Facebook article on that, and
they're filming in Canada.
I understand why they did it, but it's gonna really not offend. It's gonna make some readers of the manga very angry. They watered it down tremendously.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's dark. It's old. I mean, it depends on which Ghost in the Shell. There's the newer ones too.
But if you want a true one, you have to go watch anything that like Japan would put out for it. Because you gotta realize,
watch the original Ghost in the Shell manga. The movie.
Yeah, you gotta realize this is gonna be.
Manga's the paper one.
Manga's anime, yeah. You gotta realize this is an Americanized version. They want it to do well, so they're going to choose a name actress that is known, and Scarlett Johansson is going to fit that body type or whatever they chose her for. So that's the reasoning behind it.
She's the Ghost in the Shell.
Huh?
She's the robot. So yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's why they chose her. It's Americanization of it. I mean, if you don't like it, just don't watch it. Go watch the anime or go watch a Japanese movie if they ever come out with it. I don't know.
As soon as they cast her, you knew it was going to be watered down because you know damn good well she ain't showing no titty.
Ain't no titties.
No titty.
That all depends because she does have movies where she is nude now.
I mean, she's got all those leaked nudes.
Yeah, but she
on-
just did the Avengers. I don't know if she would go from that.
Dude,
She's gonna
she
go
did
back
the-
into the Avengers. So I
She
don't
did
know
the
if-
Avengers, and then she did It Lies Within, which was her naked, killing people.
Naked.
So, if they want to do the Ghost of the Shell, which has a lot of nudity in it,
Oh, it's got a lot more nudity.
Nudity.
Full out orgy scenes.
orgies, rapes.
Drug abuse.
That's why, like, I know that's the only thing that's I don't. Does it have a rating yet?
It's probably gonna be PG-13 or R.
I mean, it has to do it
To do it properly,
decently.
you at least have to have
be
an R. At the very least. But it'll probably get
It
watered
gets
down to
down to
13.
PG-13. I'm probably just gonna wait to DVD.
So Young Justice is also getting season 3.
Ah!
I know you're excited for that because you watched it. So it was a flip-floppy, like, held them for like the last couple of months of it wasn't going to get it, then they weren't. Now it's actually in production, so we're getting a season 3 of Young Justice. So I'm super excited for that. That's a really fun good series.
It is. So.
Meh.
Yeah, I know you don't
Fuck
care
it.
about superheroes.
I wouldn't say
For a
that.
guy
I
that loves
enjoyed-
cartoons.
I wouldn't say that. I enjoy the movies. It's just I got other things to watch on TV.
You really, I mean, if you have the
Do you love
chance,
cartoons?
you really have to sit down and watch some of the cartoons of like superhero stuff, especially DC. I think DC DC knocks it out of the
Flashpoint.
park when it comes to animation for their superheroes. Knocks it out of the park completely. There's a lot of good, except for Killing Joke. Well, we won't talk about that, but it knocks it out of the park for a lot of their stuff, like Flashpoint. Like Young
If you want to
Justice,
see a
Justice.
different side of Batman,
Yeah.
Flashpoint.
The last animated cartoon superhero that I watched was
I'm feeling we're all about to be very disappointed in something.
The Adventures
and-
of Batman and Robin.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's the last one that I watched. I don't know.
Dude, watch Flashpoint. I'm telling you, because they're not like the PG, like colorful. It's dark.
Yeah, there's some rated R ones.
Yeah.
She gets Son of Batman.
Actually, I can't
Son
say
of
it's
Batman
kind of
is
like an
pretty-
anti-hero, but I did used to watch Spawn.
Spawn was fucking good.
Spawn
That was an awesome
Spawn's not
series.
for children.
No,
My
not
mom
at
bought
all.
me that by mistake when I was like.
Yeah, but knowing your mom,
Thanks.
she didn't do it by mistake.
Well, wait, in all fairness,
No,
did she buy
when
you?
when she saw it. I was
Did
allowed
she
to
buy
watch
you
it.
the live action or the TV series?
Both.
TV series was infinitely better.
Yeah. Once she finally like came in and was watching the like episode of the anime with
You probably got your
that she
ass
was
beat
me.
for watching it, didn't
No,
you?
she just cut off my TV.
Ooh.
Took the remote. Because this is back in the day where if you took the remote in the box, there was it. It wasn't, I can go online and watch it or shit like that.
I got a question for you because you have kids. Do you do that with your kids now? Like if a titty pops up and you're like, oh shit, or you just like he's gonna learn.
My kid doesn't pay attention because he has really bad ADD, so I don't have to worry about that really.
I remember my parents specifically doing. I think it was like an old western that they like bought to watch, and it was like a lot of killing and shit. And like I walked in the room and they're like, face that way. I'm like, okay, all right.
Because like my kid goes to bed on school days at like 8 o'clock.